putting on at the end of the year, so where it's going to be in like the swag bags and the sponsors and stuff like that. We discuss things like that, and we also discuss field trips that we're taking to LA to watch the FIDM debut 2013 fashion show, and trips to like the garment district and stuff like that. And we discuss fundraisers and how the year is going and things like that.
Are you currently working on a project? Explain.
I'm working on my senior capstone, which is putting together the fashion show for the end of the year for the seniors in product line. So they're each responsible for 5 outfits, like they have their own clothing line, and I'm responsible for organizing like the lights, the venue, the sponsors, the swag bags, everything like that. So.
And tell me more about the fashion shows that you put on.
So I already talked about the capstone fashion show. We also have a lot of fashion shows, not only me, but my vice president organizes them too. We have the prom dress challenge fashion show coming up, and then we have like, last year I put on a Disney fashion show for our PBL that we did, and I know that she's also in charge of like a whole bunch of Sloper redesign fashion show, the prom dress fashion show, and then whatever their juniors PBL is, so there's a lot of things that we coordinate.
Who are you closest with in Fashion Club? Tell me about them. What's your relationship like?
My best friend Maureen is in Fashion Club, and we're the same person, like exactly. We have known each other since the 6th grade, and I love her like to pieces. Like she's honestly like the greatest thing that's ever happened to me, and we're exactly alike. And my VP Michelle, me and her are actually getting very close too, so I love that. I love that girl, and yeah, so I would say I'm pretty close to a few people there, but yeah.
Who in your Fashion Club do you have opposing views with? Tell me about them and what you disagree on.
I wouldn't say that there's anybody that I like completely disagree with. There's people that have different styles than me, but I'm not going to go and say like I oppose their views or they're wrong, because fashion design is what you want, whatever you want it to be. So.
How do other people in your school view your Fashion Club? Does everyone want you to design something for them, or do they not understand your passion for fashion?
I would say it's half and half. The professional academy at our school, I'm sure that they're like, oh, well, fashion design, you're not going to go anywhere in the future. I'm in nursing, I'm going to be a doctor when I grow up, and who knows if you're going to be a fashion designer. So I know for a fact that there's a lot of people at this school that doubt us as designers and think that we should go into like nursing and dental like them. But there's also a lot of people that I know that are like, oh my god, can you make my prom dress? Can you make me this? Can you make me that? So there's actually like a split between how many supporters we have and how many people that are doubting us. So.
What is the one thing you are looking forward to the most in Fashion Club?
I'm excited to see everybody's designs at the end and see them walk down the runway for the show that I planned. I'm really excited for that, and I'm also excited to see my vice president like see what she can do and see her grow as a leader and stuff. So.
Do you think being a part of this club will prepare you for your future? How so?
Yes, I do completely, because just being at Southwest for the past 4 years has already put me 10 steps ahead of everybody else, like trying to get into FIDM, for example. I already have the leadership skills that I need, and like the sewing and the designing and the pattern drafting skills that I need. So I know for a fact that I have a better chance of like being successful than someone who didn't go to this school.
And tell me about your 3 closest friends. What are their names? Do they go to school with you or live close by? Walk me through each girl or guy and tell me a little bit about them.
I would say that my 2 closest girlfriends are definitely Marina and Michaela, and I already talked like a little bit about them. They're very close to me. I tell them everything. And I would say my closest guy friend, I would have to say right now, is Zach. And they're just fun people to be around. I can count on them always to make me smile and make me feel better if something's wrong. And they're always there to listen to me vent and complain, because I do that a lot. So they're just people that have always been there for me since freshman year, and I love them.
What are some things you do together for fun?
There's only so much you can do in Vegas at our age, so we do a lot of like going to movies and just hanging out at friends' houses and going out to eat and stuff like that. We go shopping. And
what do you have in common with your friends?
I think I have a lot in common with them. We all have the same sense of humor. We're all very sarcastic and very like, we poke fun at each other a lot. But we're also very like, even though outside of school it seems that we don't care about our education, when it comes to school hours, we're actually all very focused and like on top of our game with like schoolwork and homework and projects and stuff like that. And so it's crazy to see like how focused we are, and then as soon as like that bell rings, we're just back to being like our funny, laid back like selves.
What do you have in common with your friends, and what are some things you guys disagree on?
I already talked about what we have in common. Some things that we disagree on are, I'm trying to think. I don't think there's a lot that we actually do disagree on, because we all have a lot of the same mindsets, kind of, I would say. But obviously the guys don't care about like fashion and shopping as much as the girls do. But other than that, like a lot of the girls don't care about sports the way the guys do. But it's all the very like typical things that we disagree on.
What are some things you Do your friends support your fashion pursuits? Explain.
Yes, they do. My friends love, like, sometimes my friends for no reason will come into the fashion room just to watch me sew, and they're like, oh my god, that's so cool. But they're very supportive. Even the guys, they'll come to all my fashion shows. They'll see me, like, if I'm modeling something or if my garment is like on the runway, then they'll come and watch and support me and just be there for like moral support. And I don't know, they love the fact that I found something that I like. So.
How do other people view you and your friends?
I don't know, a lot of, it's split again, like there's a handful of people that like love us and like always try to hang out with me and my friends, and like, you know, we're always welcome to add new people to our group, but they like, so there's those people that do like us, but then there's a lot of people too that don't like us at all, because I know that we're very loud and like we don't care what other people think, and so we're not gonna not do something just because we feel we're worried about what others are gonna say. Like, that's not us at all. So you'll see us at school or like outside of school doing weird things, and like people will just be like, they're so annoying, they're so loud, they're so this, and so I'm sure there's tons of people that don't like us.
Do you have a significant other? Describe him or her, and how long have you guys been going out?
Yes, I have a boyfriend. His name is Kyle, and we've been dating for 3 years now. And he's very supportive of what I do. He takes me to all my fashion shows. He's always there. He comes to, like, I drag him to Joann's, and he comes with me to pick out fabric and stuff. So he loves the fact that I have found something that I'm passionate about, and he supports me 110%.
How do your parents and friends feel about him?
My parents love him, actually, because like I said, we've been dating for so long, and so they know that he's not just that guy that I date for 2 months and then he just walks away and makes me cry. And so they know for a fact that, like, even though we're young, that what we have is stronger than what other people would have, and so they like him a lot.
Do you get along with his friends and family? Explain.
Yeah, I do. I'm over there a lot. His parents call me, like, their third child, because it's him and his sister, and so they treat me exactly like family. And his friends, yeah, even though they're older, I get along with them too, and it's just fun.
What things has he really helped you through, and what are some disagreements you guys have had?
Fashion-wise, he's helped me, like I said, he's taken me to all my fashion shows and taken me to get fabric, like, in an emergency when I need it and stuff. But other than that, he's helped me through, like, a lot of the disagreements that I've had with my parents and stuff. Every time I fight, he's the one that I turn to and stuff. So he's actually helped me a lot inside and outside of fashion. And we have a lot of little disagreements. We like bicker a lot, and because I get cranky, and so I'll like snap at him and then he'll get mad. But other than that, we don't disagree on like huge issues. So.
Tell me about your family. Are your parents married or divorced? How many siblings do you have, and who do you live with?
My mom and dad are actually not together. They got divorced when I was in 2nd grade, and they don't really like associate with themselves, so it's kind of like I have like 2 completely different households. Right now I live with my dad. I used to live with my mom, but I moved in with my dad at the beginning of this school year. And I have 3 brothers, 2 older and 1 younger. And my family, although it's very complicated and difficult, like, yeah, we have our own issues and a lot goes on at home, but I love them to death, and there's no one I put before my family. We're all very close. Like, me and my mom's side are very close, and me and my dad's side are very close. So I wouldn't put anybody before them.
Tell me about their personalities.
Me and my mom are a lot alike, and I think that's why we argue so much. We're both very stubborn and very hard-headed, and we both always think that we're right. So if she thinks she's right and I think I'm right, we're obviously going to argue like a lot. So she's the parent that I'm either on really, really good terms with or really, really bad terms with. And my dad, he's very laid back. He's the more chill parent that kind of just like lets me be and lets me do what I want. But I'm very close to both of them.
How are you and your siblings alike? How are you different?
Because I told you I have 3 brothers, and so we have a few things in common, but other than that, like, I'm completely different because I'm the only girl. And so the only thing we have in common is obviously we're a lot alike when it comes to like personality. We're both very like strong and passionate when we find something to be passionate about, and we're not scared to defend ourselves. And so I know that's what I learned from my brothers. But other than that, we like the same sports teams and just little things here and there.
Who are you closest with in your family? Why? And who do you butt heads with the most, and why?
I think it would have to be the same person. My mom, me and her are very, very close. Like, I tell her everything, and she'll call me. If she had a bad day, she'll call me and, like, complain and vent and cry to me. And so, like, in that way, we're very close. But then again, we bump heads the most because, like I said, we're a lot alike. And so the fact that we're so similar causes us to argue a lot.
In what ways does your family support you in your fashion pursuits and dreams financially as well as emotionally?
Emotionally, they're happy that I found something that I love so much, and so they're going to support me 110%. And financially, my parents both, like, obviously pay for my trips to California to go to the garment district and to go to these fashion shows and stuff. And they also pay for, like, the fabric that I need to make whatever I need to make and stuff.
Do you have family members that are into design or fashion or have style? Who's the most stylish person outside of yourself in your family?
Other than, like, in my immediate family, I would say my mom is the most fashionable because I go shopping with her and I pick out things and tell her what looks good and what doesn't and stuff. But I have a lot of aunts, too, that are very, like, fashionable and wear cute clothes and stuff. And then when it comes to has anybody else been involved in fashion, my older brother, he actually had a clothing company for a while, but he didn't stick with it. So the fact that he like started it but didn't finish it only motivates me more to finish what I do.
What 3 words would you use to describe your family?
Definitely strong, because we all have a strong connection and a strong like bond with each other, and we would never let anybody come between us and family. And so I would definitely say that. I would also say loud, because we're Filipino, we're very loud and obnoxious and crazy and stuff. And then I would also say, I don't know, caring, because we care about each other a lot. And like I said, we would never let anybody outside of family come before anybody in the family.
And anything else you would like to say to MTV?
Thank you so much for listening to this interview. Again, I'm Roselie, and I'm from Southwest Korean Technical Academy in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I really hope to see you guys here soon. Was that from all this?